I would really love some barbecue right now.
You know, I think I know the right place. Let's find out in this new installment of Lobo Chomp. Hello, I'm Kuehnle, and I'm here with Alec, Martinez, and John Hagar, where we're at Brooks' place, and we're gonna try some of his barbecue. Let's eat.
Brooks' place is located on Barker Cypress and 529, in the parking lot of Ace Hardware. It's owned by Trent Brooks, whose major goal is to make the best tasting barbecue in Northwest Houston. Brooks Barbecue recently gained a lot of attention for his controversial views on open carry firearms.
Well, we're real big supporters of the Second Amendment. We encourage people to bring guns here, to carry guns, because unfortunately, in today's time, you never know when and where you're going to need a firearm.
Mr. Brooks brought us out an assortment of meats ranging from his award-winning brisket to delicious turkey breasts, all complemented with mac and cheese, garlic potatoes, and baked beans.
My favorite of the assortment of meats and sides was the ribs. They were just so good. You cannot explain how good they are. You just have to try them yourself.
That's pretty good.
And my favorite side was the beans. You know, they were pretty good too. There was like a little piece of meat in the beans. I'm not sure what it was exactly, but that was good too. So all in all, I'd give this a 10 out of 10, going in my book.
So guys, we got an assortment of meats, just a ton of meats that he prepared for us. And my personal favorite was the brisket. But I mean, all of them were just so amazing. Like, I was just left with my mouth watering. It was so good. Like, rate 9 out of 10. Like, that was almost perfect. I loved every second of it. And that mac and cheese was so good. I cannot recommend this enough. So, I'm Alec, the cameraman. This place was perfect. 10 out of 10.
In the end, we cleaned our plate and left very satisfied. We cannot recommend this barbecue enough. Come check out Brooks' Place on the intersection of Barker Cypress and 529 for the best barbecue in Northwest Houston.
You know, I've never seen an opera before, much less been downtown.
Yeah, because you sit in your room and play video games all day.
All right, listen. Let's see what Kyle and Shayne thought of Night at the Opera.
Tuesday, November 7th was Night at the Opera for choir students here at Langham Creek. Night at the Opera is an opportunity for students to go see a professional opera performed by the Houston Grand Opera. The opera this year was La Traviata, which told the tragic relationship of two lovers realized through beautiful orchestration and singing. The Houston Grand Opera has gone through a tragedy itself this year. The opera house that the performances are usually held at was flooded by Harvey earlier this year, so they had to be relocated to a convention center for the time being. I have been to Night at the Opera 3 times now, and I think that it's an awesome opportunity for students to experience something they normally wouldn't be able to. This is Kyle of Lobo Media signing off.
With the new Star Wars movie that just came out, I'm really in the mood to see a film.
Well, here's Cinema Junkyard, where me and Alec review the movies Thor Ragnarok and Dunkirk.
Hello everyone, welcome to Cinema Junkyard. I'm your host John, and today I was forced to watch and review the movie Thor Ragnarok, or something like that, I don't know. Anyway, I thought this movie was really bad. I did not like it at all. Okay, so in the beginning, they introduced not Thor Ragnarok, but the villain Ragnarok in the beginning. And throughout the entire movie, it's a different villain. And at the end, they revive him. And it's like, don't call it that movie. Just call it something else, okay? One of my other big criticisms is when his dad died. Oh, spoilers, by the way. Is when his dad died, he had no reaction to his dad's death. He was like, hey, Loki, we gotta go do a thing and stop someone from doing a thing. That was fun. And then there was like jokes every 5 seconds. Like this one part, he was spinning around on a chain. He was like, oh, hold on. Okay, now start talking. And they did it like 5 more times and it ruined the scene for me, okay? I would recommend you don't watch this movie. If you want to watch it, just wait till it comes out on TV, turn it on for 30 minutes, and then do something better with your life, okay? Anyway, this has been your host, John, with Cinema Junkyard. I'll see you in 2068 when I review the movie Iron Man 23.
Here's Mr. Lozano to tell us about some new rules and regulations happening at Langham Creek here.
Hey Lobos, Mr. Lozano here, back at you to talk to you a little bit about parking. If you are a senior, a junior, or a sophomore here on our campus, you are eligible to park in the parking lot. Make sure that you have purchased a parking sticker. You can do that by purchasing those in the AP office after school Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Remember, you must bring $50 cash, you must have a valid driver's license, valid insurance, and you must fill out our application to put some information about you and your car. Remember, once you get your parking sticker, only park in the spot that is assigned to you. If you do not park in that spot, you could be ticketed and or towed. While you're in the parking lot, slow down, be safe, drive careful, be mindful of the cars that are next to you, be mindful of the pedestrians that are walking through the parking lot, and be careful when you're pulling out on our roads. Again, just make sure you stay safe, drive slow, and goodbye, Lobos.
Hello everyone, welcome to Cinema Junkyard. I'm your host John, and today we have someone new on the set today. And why you may ask is because he finally saw his first Tarantino film, and all of a sudden, he thinks he's a film critic. So that's where we are. Anyway, what movie did we watch, Alec?
We watched Dunkirk by Christopher Nolan.
What did you think of it?
It was good.
The things I liked about Dunkirk was the cinematography and the sound design. Now first, the cinematography. Two of my favorite shots in the movie is, well, okay, the first shot that I like in the movie is when there's oil in the water and the soldiers are swimming in there, and then the German planes, they come and they bomb the water and the water lights on fire. That shot was pretty cool. And then the other shot when the guy is on his last leg in the plane and the fuel's running out. Oh yeah, spoilers by the way. When he goes on the island and he lights his plane on fire and then the German soldiers come to get him. They don't show the faces of the German soldiers, and I like that part. What I liked about the sound design was the sound of the guns that were firing in the planes. It was like, it sounded so realistic, better than my sound. And then also the ticking, you know, it added suspense. The soundtrack was good overall, and yeah. So, what did you want to talk about, Alec?
Well, I wanted to talk about the 70mm aspect of the film. Well, Dunkirk was filmed on 70mm, and let me just talk about 70mm real quick. 35mm and 35mm, every single little. Now 70mm, that means every single thing captured the entire frame on the actual film. 70mm to come in, more blacks to come in, just overall the colors. Well, this has been Cinema Junkyard. I'm your host Alec, and we'll see you next time when we spoil The Last Jedi.
What are you doing? Hey, this is my review. Show, get off. Mine? No, this is mine.
Rude one. Scoot over.
You know, I'm not really that funny of a guy.
Yeah.
Here's some Christmas jokes to help me out.
Alright, what do you get if you cross an apple with the Christmas tree?
I don't know. An ornament?
A pineapple.
Oh, hey, that was a good one. Because it's a pine tree and then it's an apple.
Who's never hungry on Christmas Day?
Santa? What is it?
Alright. The turkey, because he's always stuffed.
Ha! I don't eat turkey on Christmas.
Who's never hungry on a Christmas Day?
Santa!
No. The turkey, because he's always stuffed.
Thanksgiving. You said Christmas.
What do you say to Santa when he's taking attendance at school?
I don't know. What you supposed to say to him? Check. A jar.
Present.
Oh, I get it. I'm tripping. I get it.
You know, I've never been to a drive-in theater either.
That's still a thing.
Let's see what my and Renee thought of the drive-in theater.
Want to go somewhere where you can just have some fun, hang out with your friends, or just simply chill out? Welcome to the Showboat Drive-In. Located in Hockley, Texas, and established in 1952, the Showboat has been thriving for years. The Showboat was overall great. There are a few cons, such as people talking on the side or people shining their headlights on the screen. I know. But the pros definitely outnumber the cons. I will recommend this place to my family and friends, and I recommend you go too. This has been my Fowler at Lobo Media. See you next time.
You know, John, have you ever gotten a gift that you're just not too thrilled to get?
I know I have. And we've got just a segment for you.
You know what I hate?
What now, Jose?
I hate not knowing how to react to Christmas gifts without it being awkward.
Oh, so we can finally agree on something.
You'll be in this situation a lot this season. That's why I'm here to give you tips on how to react to your presents. Let's start with the big gifts. You don't know how to react to it. But imagine it this way. Imagine you're really hungry and you have no food at your house, and then all of a sudden your family shows up with a whole bunch of food just for you. Make that face. Now for the smaller gifts, imagine you lost a sock. Like, it was a really good sock, but like, then you found it. Make that face. Then boom, you won't look dumb reacting to your presents this season.
John, you're stupid, right?
Yeah, but okay, at least I don't sit in my bedroom for 6 hours a day.
Anyway, let's see what word we can learn in Word of the Month.
Dictionary.
Oh, hello there. I wasn't expecting company on this fine evening. Is it another word you're looking for? Well, let's get to today's word of the month. Today's word is gregarious. Gregarious means someone who is fond of the company of others, or in other words, is sociable. You seem to be quite gregarious. Another definition is an animal that travels in groups, like this group of animals here. And remember, come back next time for the next word of the month, though maybe you could call me before you visit next time?
There's so many different kinds of foods I'd like to eat right now.
Well, we have a segment where we talk about some Hispanic Christmas foods that you might enjoy.
A Mexican Christmas might be slightly different from the Christmas you're used to. To start off, we don't just celebrate it on the 25th. Mexicans love to party, so we extended Christmas with 2 days, the 24th and the 25th.
On the 24th, we wake up and get all dressed up and head to the abuela's house to eat some tamales and hang out with the family while listening to some good music. Mexican food is already great in general, but our traditional Christmas gifts are like no other.
We get to eat foods like tamales, pozole, menudo, and we dip our conchas in some champurrado or chocolate abuelita. We stay up all night as a family on the 24th, and we wait till 12 a.m. and we open our presents. But the fun doesn't end there.
During the day on the 25th, we continue to hang around the abuela's house and eat menudo after a long night.
Though we celebrate our Christmas differently, you should always remember to spend time with your family and have fun. From my culture to yours, Feliz Navidad.
I know a thing or two about video games.
Yeah, well, maybe if you had a real childhood, you know about some real intellectual games like Risk.
This is the game of Risk. It is a board game based on world conquest, where to win, you must dominate all land on the board. The copy I have right here is the Vintage Wood Edition. It is unique. Its pieces are very similar to the original release of Risk in America in 1959. The game has a very interesting history. Risk was originally invented by a French filmmaker who is most famous for his short film, The Red Balloon. The game is played on a board resembling an old map of the world, each continent split into territories. Your soldiers are represented with square cubes of your chosen color. To gain a territory from another player, the two players roll dice, eliminating a certain amount of soldiers until one of the two has no more usable soldiers in that area. There are cards included to vary up the gameplay. With proper strategy, skill, and chance, one color will cover the whole map, resulting in that player's victory. The point of the game is to put yourself into the mindset of the kind of person who would take over the world. The game forces you to see the troops as expendable because, in their abstract form of a cube, it makes you not see them as individuals. The game board resembles what may be seen as a war general's room, pushing around unnamed soldiers on a map far away from any dangerous battlefields. The game is based on imperialism, which was at its height at the time of Napoleon. To win, you have to make compromises, but later break them, showing the heartless dictator a victor must be. If you look into Risk, you can find meaning in it. You can look into anything and find meaning.
We get it, Blake, you like sports.
You could say that. Here's what's going on with Lobo Sports.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another installment of Langham Creek Sports with Blake Kuehnle.
and this time I'm gonna jump straight in. Our football guys made history by making it to the furthest round of the playoffs in the entirety of Langham Creek High School. However, sadly, Langham Creek did lose to Cy-Fair in an absolutely amazing district battle. Our Lobo football team had an amazing year, so don't be sad that they lost, but be happy for how amazing they played and how they gave it their all the whole year. Also, be sure to start looking out for our basketball teams because their season is starting right about now. Our basketball girls are absolutely amazing. They, in fact, had a really good year last year and they're on a hot streak right now, so be on the lookout for them. I love what I do here at Lobo Media, so please be sure to approach me and tell me about your day, tell me about your favorite sport, really anything. You know, I can talk to anyone or even a wall. I really don't care. But I really want to ensure that you guys have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. All right. Stop it.